It was in competition for the worst movie made by anyone. But Civilai believed that no man, having watched Barbarella groaning through her 10-minute orgasm in the excessive pleasure machine, could have avoided milking the goat when he got home. It was blatant soft porn sci-fi, and he and Civilai were disappointed that she'd agreed to make it. But that didn't stop Civilai from putting up a Barbarella poster in the mobile ward to cheer up the injured soldiers. And here he was, piloting the throbbing pink 41st century spacecraft, looking through the windshield at a blackboard dotted with fairy lights that was supposed to be the universe. And supposedly floating in that two-dimensional space at the end of a rope was Civilai in a Chinese postman's uniform. "What are you doing out there?" Civilai shouted. "You're ruining the scene." "The scene ruined itself," said Civilai, without the benefit of a microphone. "Will you stop trying to rescue this movie and its low-budget special effects? Here I am supposedly in space with no oxygen tank, and I'm dangling rather than floating. With Jane in the driver's seat, nobody noticed the scenery, but you—" "What exactly are you doing in my dream?" Civilai asked. "Not a dream, silly. This is the reality. You speeding out to kilometre 6 on the back of Dr. Porn's motor scooter, that's the dream. You with a heart thick as sticky rice, tears streaming down your face, that's the dream." "This feels like one of Auntie Boo's mind tortures," said Civilai. "No, sorry, Boo's off in her trailer, sulking. I don't know what you said to her, but it really upset her. She's wearing a football kit, boots and all. So you can't blame her. She has nothing to do with this scene. This is just your imagination and me, old pal." "And what's the moral?" Civilai asked. "There has to be a moral?" "Usually." "Oh, I don't know," said Civilai, attempting to cut the rope with a nail file. "How about all good things come to an end? I like that one. Or there's always don't trust people who drink too much. Which reminds me, I'm supposed to warn you and Deng to cut down on the rice whiskey intake. I know there's a canary's chance in a jet engine that you'll take any notice of that. I certainly wouldn't." "So let me get things straight. You're dead?" "Brilliant." "How does it feel?" "Death?" "Yes." "It feels like... I don't know. It feels like I'm a part of the big it." "A part of what?" "Mass." "I don't get it." "Well, you know when they take the unexploded ordnance to the smelting works and melt it all down, and it sort of blends together, and you can't tell what was a bommy and what was a wok because it's all one? Well, that's what this is, except there are no unexpected explosions. You can't tell a tree from a Boeing 747 from a toothbrush. It's all a big blancmange. I was going to do the tennis racket gag to give you a laugh, but there are none over here, or at least they're no longer identifiable. Shame. It would have been a good exit line." "We had some good times," said Civilai. "A million of 'em, but let's steer clear of clichés, shall we?" "Are you scared?" "A little bit." "I'm sorry you had to go first." "A bit sooner than the universe had in mind, but we'll be together soon enough." "Thank you for making this easier for me." "What are friends for?" said Civilai, although he vehemently denied having said it. "All right, you get back there to your devastation and grieving, and I'll catch up with you on the set of a much better movie sometime soon." The nail file severed the rope, and the backdrop became a long, stretched-out lava lamp display, and Civilai was sucked into it. He shouted, "Whee!" and he was gone. Dr. Porn's 15-year-old motor scooter sounded like a Harley-Davidson in the silent compound. The heavily armed guards at the gate had been undecided as to what to do, so they waved the bike through. Elderly party members and their wives tended to look alike after 70. You could never be too cautious. The lights were all on at Civilai's house. Porn stopped in front of the gate. Madame Nong was on the front steps, hugging her knees.